tonight, and thank you for supporting the town in this election process. So I'm Gerald Parkinson. I'm the moderator. My job is to run an orderly meeting efficiently as possible, yet attempting to allow people full participation. So if you want to participate in the meeting verbally, feel free to come forward, raise your hand, come forward, say your name, and make your comments. If you could keep them to 3 minutes if possible, but we're not going to be hard and fast on that. We like lively debate. In terms of the procedure used, I use a book called the Maine Moderator's Manual, which is akin to Robert's Rules of Order. It tells me how I'm supposed to deal with certain situations, procedural situations as they may come up. One thing, further thing as far as housekeeping goes, it would be nice if somebody could make a motion to allow non-residents to speak. The purpose of that is that there could be folks from law enforcement, fire, or EMTs, or planners, or whoever who may not live in the town, and technically they're not allowed to speak without a motion made by the town meeting body. So somebody might make a motion to allow. So we're going to get a motion. We can count on him for a second. So a motion's been made and seconded to allow the non-residents to speak. Any debate on that? Seeing none, all in favor signify by red. Blue cards. So any opposed? Thank you very much. So we've got, we start with Article 2. As you know, there was an election yesterday that resolved everything up to Article 2. Congratulations to those who were victorious in the election. And at the end, we're going to have an award to make before we wrap up. And so we're starting with Article 2. Everybody's got the playbook in front of them. Is there a motion on Article 2?
Yes, sir. Mr. Moderator, I move that we accept Article 2 as written.
Is there a seconder to that motion?
Second.
Okay, is there discussion on Article 2? Questions, comments? Well, he's just leaving. I thought that he was going to around. Is there any questions or comments on Article 2? Seeing none, all in favor of Article 2, signify by raising your cards. Thank you very much. All opposed? Okay, Article 2 passes. Article 3, is there a motion on Article 3?
Mr. Moderator, I move to accept Article 3 as written.
The seconder.
Second.
Thank you very much. The discussion on Article 3. Anybody anywhere to like an auctioneer, midnight auctioneer? Let's see, no hands up. Call for vote. All in favor of Article 3, signify by raising your cards. Thank you. All opposed? Article 3 passes. Moving right along to Article 4.
Mr. Moderator, I move to accept Article 4 as written.
You're getting the hang of this. Is there a second?
Second.
The discussion on Article 4. We're not going to make it too easy. All in favor of Article 4, signify by raising your cards. All opposed? Article 4 also passes. Article 5. The motion on Article 4.
Mr. Moderator, this one.
So we're speculating, Mr. Moderator. Is that,
That's what.
just get close to him?
Thank you.
Oh, perfect.
Mr. Moderator, I move that the town vote to raise and appropriate $2,692,375 for general government program expenses.
Is there a second to that motion?
Right.
Thank you very much. Is there discussion on Article 5? See any? All in favor of Article 5, signify by raising your cards. All opposed? Article 5 passes. Article 6, is there a motion on Article 6?
Mr. Moderator, I move that the town vote to raise and appropriate $4,075,244 for public safety program expenses.
Second?
Second.
Thank you very much. Discussion on Article 6. All in favor of Article 6? Thank you. All opposed? Article 6 passes. I may be getting to my Guinness Book of World Records here, I don't know. I don't think I'll put it in the actual book. Article 7. Is there a motion on Article 7?
Mr. Moderator, I move that the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $1,199,927 for health and welfare program expenses.
Second. Thank you so much. Discussion on Article 7. I don't want to cut anybody off. All in favor of Article 7? All opposed? Article 7 carries. Article 8. Is there a motion on Article 8?
Mr. Moderator, I move that the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $1,631,380 for public works program expenses.
Second on Article 8?
Second.
All those seconds is great. Discussion on Article 8. All in favor of Article 8? All opposed? Article 8 carries. Article 9, is there a motion on Article 9?
Mr. Moderator, I move that the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $800,918 for recreation, culture, contingency, and miscellaneous program expenses.
Second on Article 9.
Second.
Discussion on Article 9. All in favor of Article 9? All opposed? Article 9 passes. Article 10, is there a motion?
Mr. Moderator, I move that the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $3,946,942 for capital expense and reserve account and debt service fee.
Is there a seconder?
Second.
Discussion on Article 10. All in favor of Article 10? All opposed? Article 10 passes. Article 11, is there a motion?
Mr. Moderator, I move that the town vote to appropriate the sum of $4,601,547 from estimated non-property tax revenues, $200,000 from undesignated fund balance, and $800,000 from capital projects reserve account to reduce the property tax commitment.
Thank you. Is there a second on Article 11?
Second.
Thank you. Discussion on Article 11? All in favor of Article 11? All opposed? Article 11 passes. Article 12.
Mr. Moderator, I move to accept Article 12 as written.
Second. Second. Thank you. Discussion on Article 12. I'm just going to drag this out as long as I can. All in favor of Article 12? Opposed? Article 12 passes. Article 13, last but not least.
Mr. Moderator, I move to accept Article 13 as written.
Second. Thank you. Discussion on Article 13. Good old Dutch, I'm just kidding. All in favor of Article 13? All opposed? Article 13 passes. I think my work is almost done. I think there's going to be a presentation, right? Yes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alan Derrick. I'm a selectman, and this is one of the board's favorite things to do. Award the Spirit of America Award. The Spirit of America Award honors outstanding individuals and projects that exemplify commendable community service. It celebrates the spirit of giving back to our communities through volunteerism, and Robert, Bob Sherman, embodies the spirit perfectly. We're proud to recognize Bob for his exceptional contributions to the town of Kennebunkport and its community. As a dedicated member of the Goose Rocks Beach Advisory Committee, Bob served as the chairman, guiding the committee's efforts to communicate, educate, and advise on important matters affecting Goose Rocks Beach. One of Bob's most notable achievements was his pivotal role in negotiating the beach use agreement, acting as both mediator and negotiator. Bob worked tirelessly to bridge the gap between the beachfront property owners and the town of Kennebunkport, resolving a long-standing legal dispute over public access to the beach. His efforts were instrumental in crafting an agreement that struck a delicate balance, protecting private property rights while ensuring public access. The final agreement provides shared access to much of the beach, established clear usage guidelines, and safeguard property owners' rights. This resolution maintained the community's enjoyment of Goose Rocks Beach, while ensuring all voices were heard and respected. Bob was a man deeply committed to his neighbors and his community. He served as a liaison between the town of Kennebunkport, beachfront property owners, and the general public, fostering open communication with his approachable and fair-minded demeanor. His diplomatic skills built trust among property owners, town officials, and residents, encouraging collaboration and mutual respect. Through Bob's efforts, the beach use agreement became more than a legal document. It became a functional and enduring solution that preserved both public access and private interests, ensuring Goose Rocks Beach remains a cherished resource for generations to come. In recognition of his remarkable contributions, the Kennebunkport Select Board is honored to present Bob Sherman with a 2025 Spirit of America Award, signed this 15th day of January 2025 by the Kennebunkport Select Board. Carol, are you here? There you are. Could you please come up? They would also like to do this.
Hang on to the podium, I'm not real good at this. I regret that my husband is not here to accept this award. I know he'd be very pleased and proud, and probably he'd be really surprised. He really would. Bob was introduced to Goose Rocks Beach in 1963 when I thought he should meet my family and visit my favorite place in the world. Bob had always been a lake person, but the minute he looked on that beautiful beach vista, it was love at first sight. Honestly, I hoped that I had been the attraction, but that didn't come till later on. He loved the ocean, with its constant change of tides, the color, the smell, the power, the possible range, and the unexplainable serenity. He loved the view of the islands. The sand, he said, was like silk, white, soft, warm. The creatures were all unique to him, from lobsters to crabs to sand dollars to sea urchins and starfish. He liked the fish in the sea, but he didn't like to catch them, much to my father's dismay, an avid fisherman. After many years of enjoying time at the beach with our children and grandchildren, some of them were here, an unfortunate dispute arose over ownership of his beloved, truly his spiritual place. He was so concerned. He saw that it divided neighbors, friends, and even families, ours being one. This worry was constantly on his mind until one night he woke me up and said, and I quote, "I got it. I got it." He had the idea that beachfront owners wanted to maintain ownership. The town didn't necessarily want ownership, but wanted the right to use the beach. Hence the concept of the beach use agreement. Now, the hard work of writing all the documents was done by many others. Afraid that I'll leave out somebody's name, I'm not going to give any specifics, but there were residents of Goose Rocks Beach who were lawyers. There were other lawyers. And there were members of local nonprofit, the town, judge, and many others. Bob would be the first to say that the credit goes to all that were involved. Nothing is perfect, but I know that the beach use agreement was conceived in love for Goose Rock's beach. Its ocean, rivers, islands, sand, sea life, as well as its residents, long-term, short-term, renters, and guests. Thank you for honoring my husband. Thank you.
Okay, that was very moving, and a beautiful presentation. Anybody want to make a motion to adjourn this meeting? Is there a second?
Motion to adjourn.
Any discussion, all in favor?
Hey.
Congratulations on the. Thank you.